Hello, Aries. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a weekly tarot check for Sunday, March 22nd through Sunday, March 29th, 2020. So this is for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This will be a weekly tarot check, so it'll give you an idea or an overview of the energies that will be coming towards you in this upcoming week. So I hope you're all doing well and riding out this pandemic as best that you can and finding some of the positive sides to it, such as having more time on your hands for most of us. So here we are together again. I really want to thank all of you who have subscribed, commented, liked, shared my videos. I really appreciate all the views too. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is right now about every week. So I'm glad you could join me, and let's go here ahead with Aries weekly tarot check. March 22nd through March 29th. We're going Sunday to Sunday here. It's for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we'll start here with, we'll go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Very interesting. You guys have 3 kings in a row. So are you feeling powerful this week? Because boy, are you in your power. You have the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles right in a row, which is kind of interesting because you start with a really different kind of energy, and it's like this just tells the perfect story. I love it. So lots of major arcana here too. So you have Earth represented, you have Leo, you have air, you have certainly fire, Earth, and Gemini in this reading. So you start off here with Sunday, and if for those of you that want the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hermit and the Ten of Cups. We'll get to those in a minute. You start off here with the Four of Pentacles, okay? So this is like a stagnant, very blocked energy. It's self-imposed, though. You know, some of you may have been in somewhat of a reactive mode from all the events around us, and it's hard not to be, right? We are all energetic fields, and so we take in energy and keep exchanging energy, and that certainly can have an effect on us. But you know, for my personal experience, I find that it's not so much about blocking as it is to tuning into higher vibrations. Okay, because the law of attraction uses you. You don't use the law of attraction. That would be like saying, I'm using gravity to stay on Earth. That's not how that works. The law of attraction matches your vibration. So when you're pinching yourself off, you are not going to be able to manifest the things that you want. But luckily, this energy does change. And I think some things move away from you as you enter into the week. So you may have a feeling of kind of scarcity or lack on Sunday, or maybe just kind of the feeling I'm getting is like a case of the doldrums, like you've been inside too much, you're kind of getting tired of it. You know, certainly there's no ban on being outside in large open spaces. Any of us can do that. In fact, where I live, the weather is climbing up into warmer temperatures, and they're recommending, our local health department is recommending for people who are able to get outside and go for walks and be in open spaces. Certainly I wouldn't, you know, go if you have little kids taking everybody to the playground and interacting with a bunch of people, but they're saying it's fine to go down, you know, bike trails and jog and things like that where you're not getting in close proximity with others. So Sunday would be a good day for you to get out and about. Know that your money is safe as you move through into the week. I do feel like you're going to get more security, much more security than you start off with. Now, Monday, you go right into the Three of Swords, right? We love to see this. No, we don't. So this can definitely be about betrayal. I feel like maybe somebody along the way has taken advantage of you, and you're just not in the mindset for it. You do not have the patience for this kind of stuff. Again, I think it's related to that Four of Pentacles, where you get into kind of a depression, kind of feeling down and out. Again, around this heart are rain and clouds, And so I don't think it's a third party for you. I think it's just more of a heavy feeling. You've got a very heavy energy from Sunday to Monday. But then you go into Tuesday, and I love this. This is kind of where it shifts. You get into strength here, okay? So with the strength card, this is all about, knowing or finding that you're stronger than you think you are. So this is a time where you discover that patience, and we always have confidence. Aries always has confidence, but not always the patience. And you start to take a turn here. So again, this is on Tuesday. And it really, too, this infinity symbol above her head, this symbolizes infinite abundance. Okay, so you are going to shift your energy from that feeling of lack and kind of down and out into really feeling abundant, and it comes fairly quickly. It's definitely a great indicator that more is coming towards you. So if you were feeling down on Sunday and Monday, you will figure out very quickly or start to take on the energy that you can really handle anything. And I think you know that already. Now, so that was on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, you have the Hanged Man. And I love how this blends together, because the Hanged Man, this is where the soul learns to change his or her perspective. Okay, this is all about the soul's journey. All the Rider-Waite decks are the Fool's journey, which is representative of the soul. So the Hanged Man literally turns his perspective by standing on his head. He looks at the world from a completely different vantage point. And so the Hanged Man is teaching the Fool to change his perspective. And when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Okay? It's not the rest of the world that needs to be different. It's us. And that can very easily be done. Now, I tend to be a bit of a creature of habit myself. I mean, I love adventure and I love going and doing new things, but I also have a sort of a schedule that I maintain. I'm a person that likes to go to the gym every day. I can't do that right now, so I'm doing my at-home workouts, and those are definitely helping. I'm definitely feeling connected. I have tons of friends I've been in contact with. I had a coffee date planned at somebody's house, and then they got sick. Then I had somebody else call and say, could we do coffee Friday? I said, sure, but it'll probably be takeout and going for a walk, because there aren't any coffee places by us that are even open. So again, though, this is all about changing perspective and seeing like, hey, at least we have cars and things. I mean, there are people that are reliant upon public transportation. I mean, that, when you start to think of that, and so many people that are in very large metropolitan areas. I live in the second largest city in my state, but we have resources and things that we can do to adjust and accommodate this situation. So that was Wednesday. So now we're into Thursday here. And this is where you start to really step into your own personal power. This is a great card for you because you're obviously fire energy. This is fire energy. And there's really not really a stronger card here other than the Emperor for somebody like an Aries. So with this is all about becoming a leader. I mean, it's, having almost like followers, I guess. But this is a time where I feel like you will get very focused on your own goals. And you're going to just become more driven here and not as encumbered or mired down by all the little things that are going on around you that maybe, I'm not talking about the big global stuff. I'm talking about the day-to-day stuff that may have had you somewhat bogged down. You're going to have a really nice energy around you, and it's going to be magnetic. So I do feel like people are going to come forward towards you wanting things from you. Some on the material plane, you may have somebody that you decide to give a meal to, or you might invite over for dinner because they're having a hard time and you have extra food. Or if you're somebody that does meal prep where you have a friend who's a young mom and you decide to give them a meal. It's something like that. And I think that flows really well into the King of Pentacles too, because he's also one that's quite hospitable. I don't know, sometimes I don't know where the stuff comes from. It just appears. I mean, I know where it comes from, but, I don't know who it's for, I guess, but I do think for somebody, they're going to be reaching out and giving to others. Now, this is for Friday. So for Friday, the King of Swords appears. He's not quite as attractive as the King of Wands or the King of Pentacles. But boy, I mean, talk about a powerful trifecta here. My gosh, I can't make this stuff up. I mean, you have a tremendously powerful energy coming in this next week towards you, and it's all yours. I mean, it's coming from you. I guess even more so than towards you. So, you know, the King of Swords, again, all these kings too, these are not people who are in lack, okay? They all stand in their power. The King of Swords, though, again, where I mentioned you get focused on your own goals, and, you know, you may do something nice for someone else, but you are not going to be in a situation where you compromise yourself or your family. He can be kind of distant and cool and blunt. I do think this will be a day where you're not around a lot of people. That's on Friday. You may even have the house to yourself, where other people make plans and, you know, or they're out tying up some loose ends and things like that. But again, I feel like it's kind of a standoffish day for you, and that's okay with you. It's not going to be a sad energy. I think you're going to be possibly, too, for some of you, decluttering, getting rid of things, cleaning out things. You've got that extra time, and you're going to use that wisely. Some of you may even find you have items that you can sell at consignment. So when the cards were made, when the Rider deck weight was made, the swords were the nobility, because swords are expensive materials. So when I look at swords, pentacles are certainly representative of money, but swords can also be, and I think for some of you, like I said, you're going to have some things that you can sell that you find and realize, I don't need any of this, it's worth money. Again, you might run over to a consignment shop or get things ready for later to take, and you'll make some money off of it if you do. Now for Saturday, the energy certainly softens, but still a power player here with this King of Pentacles. This is where the money becomes very stable. So some of you may be off, but you're not working a ton, but you're still getting paid because you're on salary. And some of you may be off and have had some uncertainty about whether you're going to be getting paid, but you still do. So the King of Pentacles does not lack at all. This is a sign definitely that money will be stable. And it's also, too, a time where you're going to be very detail oriented. Whatever you get into, you're going to do a job well done with it. So I do feel like for some of you, you've had some things like you've needed to get ready for, if some of you have like a kid who's graduating, you've wanted to start thinking about planning ahead for that is going to be coming, and you're getting things together and organized for that. Again, there could be some projects and things around the house where you're taking those on, going outside, cleaning up your yard, things like that, where things are just getting taken care of. So again, I feel like you're going to be in your own power. There's not going to be a lack of energy towards you. So you start off with kind of a depleted energy, and then it gets really strong. So as far as, you know, a lot of this I feel like is more on the material plane, where it's more about money for you, and that feels really good. It feels strong. There is not a sense of lack in any of this, but it's kind of a colder energy. You do start to soften here on Sunday. So that was Saturday, by the way, the King of Pentacles. I think I said that. But on Sunday, you talk about a week, what a difference a week makes. You go from the miser of the tarot, who's blocking everything. His head is hard. He's standing on his pentacles, to the Lovers. And the energy really does take a nice shift here. So this is Gemini energy. I think on Saturday, this will be a great time if you want to, you know, if you're coupled up or you've been talking to somebody, there might be some canoodling on a couch somewhere. I'm getting that for some of you. I do think some of you that are on online dating sites are not having face-to-face encounters, but you have people who are interested. They're communicating, and it's actually a good time to get to know them without some of the pressures of the face-to-face meetups. I think some of you are going to be very intrigued by somebody, but again, they're going to be intrigued by you too. You're in a really nice energy field, and it's going to draw people towards you, and that suspense of really getting to meet and go out and things like that, will actually serve you very well. So I do feel like this is a time where you're going to find there's harmony around you. Families getting along, where they were getting a little bit cagey earlier. Things are starting to kind of level out a little bit here. And so the rest of the energy that kind of comes towards you, you've got the Hermit, so that's Virgo energy, with this Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is like, you know, it's very subjective card. It's whatever your wish, your heart's desire is, that's your Ten of Cups. So whether it's a new car or a nice handbag or a great dinner out or a trip somewhere or a happy family, or, you know, again, we can go on and on and on. But what it really is telling you is just go within. You're on the right path. The Hermit here is guiding the soul. He's the guide for the soul, and he's got that big lantern. And so he kind of accompanies the soul as somewhat of a shaman. So it's telling you you're on the right spiritual path. You've gotten your energy more tuned into source energy. And so ultimately what ends up happening is this sort of happy, joyous, and free energy for all. So very nice reading for you guys, Aries, in the week ahead. And let's do an Ask and It Is Given card by Abraham Hicks. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. In every moment, you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered. And immediately, your present and future circumstance begin changing in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering. So again, know that you're a powerful player here. Your energy is dominant, and boy, it's really, like I said, as you move through the week, you're going to be feeling better and better. So I love you, Aries, and I'll be back in about a week for your April monthly tarot check.